So, congratulations, you have just hit the jackpot because you found a video that you will need for your IELTS Task 2. The only video, the only strategy that you will need to get or convert that 6-band essay to an 8-band. So, I will be revealing how I turned Harjot's 6-band essay as an Ex-IELTS examiner to 8-band with mistakes. Now, the icing on the cake is I will be disclosing to you what Harjot did. I'll take a question, of course, and we will dissect it. Okay? So, I will be first telling what Harjot, the don'ts and the do's. That means what Harjot was doing, how she was writing, and what was the solution that I provided. So, step by step, you will come to know how Harjot improved. I mean, there were a lot of arguments, there were a lot of myths, and there were a lot of templates that she followed. I mean, there was a lot of things. So, you need to identify what mistakes you are making. Maybe you are making those 2 or 3 or 5, because I'm going to identify all the mistakes, and for sure at the end I assure you, you will hit that 8-band if you do not commit these mistakes. Now I'll also reveal the question and the first mistake that she did and how we solved it. So this is a real transformation. And the first thing she told me, I do not give time for planning. I mean, a 40-minute essay and she's not giving any time for planning. So I said, that is a wrong thing. See, if you're going to any new place, I mean, the essay here, the question is a new place here, then you always plan your trip, how you are going, whether you're going by a aeroplane or where are you going to stay, what sightseeing you are doing. So you are planning, in the same way here you have to plan, because if you do not plan, take it from me, your essay is going to be weak. And if you are planning and writing, as you are writing and you are planning, together you are doing, you are going to commit lot of mistakes. So don't do that. 2 minutes planning, even 3 minutes planning is very vital to get that 8-band. So this was the mistake first that she did. She said that lot of people say that you should not plan because you will be short of time. No, you will be short of time if you do not plan, because writing and thinking will be too much for you and you will go haywire. So please plan your essay. The next mistake that she difference. So let's jump into the essay. I'll be sharing my screen so that it is clear to you what Harjot wrote and what I did. And please identify, self-assess yourself, what is your mistake, and have that 8-band. Don't forget that if you want any personal coaching, group coaching, evaluation or materials, you can contact me on my WhatsApp. And yes, may I remind you, you must have good material to read, because what you read is what you reproduce. So the task 2 questions, the PDF of real exam questions are available on my website .com. And those who do not know me, I have 38 years experience of teaching English and I'm an ex-IELTS examiner based in India and providing you this genuine and updated guidance. So without much ado, let's dive and I'll share the what was wrong, what she was doing. Okay, so you should be seeing this video, watching this video till the last. Identify your mistake. Okay, you must identify your mistake and then self correct yourself. Okay, So you will move from the 5 band to the 8 band positively. Now, see what is the question that is being discussed. People sleep fewer hours than they did in the past. So you have to compare the present with the past. What is happening now and what happened in the past. Why is this? Here you have to give reasons. And here you will have to give the effect. What is the effect of this? How does it affect negatively? Okay, this you have to give. Now I will give you a step by step breakdown of what mistake first she did. When she came to me, this student, she says, what did she say? The planning and the thinking stage. Now, what is the common mistake that she did was, and most of you did, is I have specially noted down what she said to me. She said, literally, she said me that I don't have time to plan my essay. I, cannot finish it in 40 minutes. I mean, this is the big thing. So, that was the first mistake. So, as a result of this, what happened? She skipped the planning naturally. She would not plan and she jumped straight into the writing. Now, what does this lead to? As a result, it lacked coherence. Coherence means there is no unity. Sometimes you are going this side, sometimes you are going this side, and it is underdeveloped because it's very difficult to think and then write at the same time. And next, see, 1 and 2. And the next, it did not address the requirements. I'll tell you what she did. So these 3 mistakes just from the planning itself, right? Now, what is you have to see? You have to change your mindset. It is an investment and it is not a waste of time. Don't think like that, okay? So you should shift your mindset because it is going to save you time. Why? Because in the long run, what is going to happen? It is preventing you from stopping and thinking. You have to pause for some time and then you're writing, then you're pausing and then writing. And so what are you doing? So you are panicking and you are making lot of mistakes. I should have added here. Because thinking and writing and then actually wasting time. Obviously, you have to take time to think, right? So now what is the action plan? See, I am giving you step by step for the planning. What you will do first is you will understand the question. You will find how she, did not even understand the question. She just started to write, okay? And then break it into general and specific topic. There is always a general and specific topic. I'll tell you because what is the question. And then for this question, you're talking about sleep. Here sleep is what? The general one. You will not get out of this topic. And then the specific, what is the specific task that? What is the task? Task is that you have to give reasons why it is happening. And the other, what is that? Why people sleep less and the effects of the reduced sleep. See, this is the specific topic. Always in IELTS, there is always something which is limited. You can't just write an essay about sleep. You have to say why they sleep less and the effect of the reduced sleep. You can't just go on say, oh, sleep is this. No general topic. Then you have to understand the requirements. What is they are asking you? What does the question ask you to do? See, that you have to be very clear because when you are not planning, you are not understanding this and that is why you're getting that 5. I'll tell you, there's an example here when we are going down and then you have to explain the reasons. That means why is it happening, the first question. And then you have to discuss the effects. What happens if this, but what she was doing is, now what she was doing, that I'm going to tell you. See, now she is not planned. She was writing about the causes. See, because then the examiner, the task response is a 0. You can't get a high band in task response, and if the task response is not there, obviously you're going to get a 5, right? So she was writing about the causes instead of the effects, I'll tell you. And because she was running through this step, now I'll tell you how you have to plan the structure. Now, paraphrase first the question, and you have to write briefly about the both parts. Means you have to write what are the effects and why. You have to write about these two in the intro itself. Don't give a memorized one, I'll tell you. Then just wait, keep on watching this. Then in the main body, part 1, you will write only the reason. The reason is why people sleep less, and then you will give an example and explain. Okay, so one primary reason and an explanation and an example. Okay, clear? So then in body part 2, you can have one effect of the reduced sleep, then explain it and give an example, right? Then in the conclusion, you will summarize without adding any new idea. Now this is a major mistake. You are concluding, okay? So don't introduce any new ideas. And when you do this, your coherence goes down, and if your coherent cohesion goes down, again a low band. Wait, I will tell you what is the grammar and all that she did. I have just written her, essay. Now, you have to generate ideas in the planning section, okay? You have to generate ideas. So, don't brainstorm and ask simple questions to yourself. How to generate ideas. Okay, ask them, say yourself, why do people sleep less? And then you will say, oh, because naturally you're saying these days they have to work long hours, isn't it? You have to work, the youngsters, they have to work a lot. They don't even get, enough sleep these days. So, okay, simple idea, long working hours. Okay, and what is the effect? Naturally, you will get tired. Chronic fatigue. Fatigue means tired. Chronic is very tired. Okay, so instead of very, I'm using here chronic fatigue. And this is a right use of vocabulary. Now, let's see what happens, when she is, see, these are the results you can see. And of course, I'm an ex-IELTS examiner, therefore the results will always be good. And there's my website. You can buy the PDFs. Now, what is the solution here is, I've told you what was happening. You have to spend 5 to 7 minutes on this stage. And believe me, you will finish in time. So one student messaged me, ma'am, I have not been able to finish in time the essay. So what will be the band? So when you are not planning, it happens. So what will happen? You will go off the topic, and even it helps you to write faster and confidently. See, you will not go off the topic, task response. You will write because the time management will be there, and you will be confident, right? So that really affects your writing. Okay, now these are some of the PDFs which I have, and real exam questions and my results. Okay, now the writing stage. Now let's come to the writing. So what is the original and what is corrected? I have written her, how she wrote her introduction, I have given it. Wait, every paragraph also I will tell you how she wrote, and conclusion also I will tell you. So just wait. Just correct yourself, okay? Just don't watch. See what mistakes she is doing, and you will not commit those mistakes. Okay, now what my student wrote when she came to me: nowadays, due to busy lifestyle, it is common phenomena for people, because this was memorized. In the template, they do that. For people to slumber less, because she was using synonyms, going to the internet and using that. This essay will discuss both views. Just see that, because it's a template, and finish with the reasonable opinion. What is this? This is all. I'll tell you now. Now, mistake is, it is vague and unclear.
So it does, see, this is all vague. This essay will discuss both views. It's not even a discuss essay. Okay. Then incorrect grammar is busy lifestyle, common phenomena. It should be phenomenon, singular. Okay, like that. Now memorized, discuss both views and give your opinion. Don't do this. This is memorized. You are, examiner like me will come to know you are just trying to fulfill the word limit. And of course, I'm not going to give you more than 5 written on the wall. So these are some of the results you can see for yourself, right? And they are always 7 plus. Okay. Now corrected. How you will, such a simple one, how you will write a corrected one. People sleep fewer hours than they did many years ago. See, I am paraphrasing. Now I am addressing the both points. Why is it and what is the effect? This is because, such a simple one, we work longer hours, because that I had brainstormed, I had this idea in mind, and as a result or as a consequence, many suffer from fatigue. So you will not write here people, you will write many. So this is called referencing, and it has high bands. Okay, because you're not repeating. Okay, then why this works, now I'll tell you why I'm saying it is, I have to justify. So why is this working? Because I have paraphrased the question. I'm not copying directly. No, I'm not copying directly. Then I'm answering both the parts, like I'm giving a reason, that is longer working hours, and the effect is the fatigue. So I have in a way addressed the question, both parts. Okay. Now uses are straightforward language. Unnecessary jargon is not there. Now the main body part, what she said, the original what she wrote. Firstly, people not sleep is because, see the grammar, because of hectic life, she did that, lifestyle. People have a more busier, just see that, than in the past. Secondly, see the mechanical use, is the fast paced life which many adherents are subject to causing a myriad problems. See, subject to causing a myriad problems. This is memorized and not required. Thirdly, again, it is memorized. Okay. For example, my mother used to sleep for 9 hours, used to sleep for is missing, okay, at night, and she was a housewife. I snooze only. See, snooze doesn't fit here. And I'm busy doctor. Personal examples. In conclusion, people sleep less because of their lifestyle. So I have corrected this. How I have corrected? Just see that and compare. Okay, let's see. Now there are multiple ideas. 3 unrelated ideas without development. See, if you want a 7 plants, you have to expand your ideas, please. There's a slip of the tongue, please don't mind, because I don't edit and I edit myself. Okay. Hectic lifestyle, she said, fast paced life, and she gave a personal example. It is poorly developed, and the mother example is irrelevant to the general topic. Then the grammar errors. It should not sleep, it should be sleepless, not sleep, she wrote here, and that was wrong. More busier. See, busier only. There is nothing like more busier. Okay. Then please do not use this myriad, adherence. These are banned by the IDP or the Cambridge, whatever. Now let's correct it. People tend to sleep less compared to the past because they work more. Now this is my topic sentence. This is my topic sentence. Now only one idea, you don't need 3-4 ideas. And I will expand it and explain it. The job, now because why do they work more? Because the job market is more competitive than ever, comma, and workers, before and there is a comma, must meet deadlines or risk being replaced. Okay, or they will be losing their jobs, whatever you want to write. This means, see, this is, I have not said thirdly or in addition to, furthermore, I have not used this. I have used this means, simple. People get up early. Again, I am explaining the same point. They get up early and return home late, cutting into their sleep. Now, example, don't say a survey was conducted by Oxford University, da da da. How can you know that? You can write it simple. For example, it has been established, or there is enough evidence to establish, it has been seen. Don't write a survey was conducted by da 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 and it has been found dash 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 that employees today work 2.5 hours more than the what they than those, see, of the employees referencing in the 1970s. So like that, you have given an example. Now, why is this working? You should know this. What is the reason that this is working? Because only one main idea, that is longer working hours, and that is the reason. Because they have asked why, and I have developed it. I have given the job market. Okay, and then I have supported it by what? A study, and also I have supported that they start early and they reach late. I am supporting this. Okay, the main idea here. So, see, the coherence is developing even in the paragraph. Sorry for this, but this is what I teach. Then the body paragraph 2, what she wrote, I have copied it here. There are plethora. Oh my God. Reasons for this predicament. Oh my God. Don't use strong words. I would say this is just banned. Firstly, again, productivity of the workforce will plummet. However, this is something, she's talking about causes. And this is something that can be mitigated. You need not write. Secondly, it could cause health problems for those affected. Then finally, number of patients have complained of this problem, and this was caused by lack of dose. So, dose, I don't know why she's written here. Lack of sleep hona chahiye. To recapitulate, here she's writing. Reasons are multivariate, that means many, and profound means deep. Don't write this, not required. Why are you showing off your language? Unnecessary, this is called unnecessary use of language. So she's focusing on the causes and not the effects. I'll tell you, we'll develop this thing. Poor development, no explanation or example, misuse of like plethora, I told you, lack of dose, this is lack of sleep, it should be whatever. So now the corrected one. The primary effect, see, the main reason or the primary effect of reduced sleep is widespread, okay, chronic fatigue. Large sections, I have said, instead of majority, I have said large sections of population, you can say, do not get the required hours, resulting in them referencing, being too tired to live their lives effectively or productively. This could mean, see, this is the connector. They underperform at work, are more irritable with those around them, or even experience health problems. For example, now I will explain this. A cricket team hired a sleep expert, or it was established by an sleep expert that, anything you can write, to study players. Those who slept fewer than 6 hours had more injuries and performed worse than those who slept 9 hours. So, you can give like an example like this, but don't say survey and all that. Now, this is, she's focusing here, I have focused on the effects, that is the consequences. What fatigue causes, that is the results. Effects is results, okay? And there's a clear explanation and it is well supported. And there's a relevant example. Now, conclusion. See now what she is writing for the conclusion, the student. So, see whether you are committing this mistake, okay? Take it seriously. To sum it all up, we live in a fast-paced, hectic world where dosing, which is wrong, is not prioritization. Oh my God, this is wrong, use of vocab. It is my future prediction. Oh my God, she is projecting something that this will continue to be a problem and even gather pace in the coming century. New idea. So, what she says, she introduces the future prediction instead of summarizing. You have to just summarize, keep it simple. Then, this prioritization, dosing, because this is not required. Okay? Then there is lack in clarity and relevance. Now, in conclusion, people sleep less now because of longer working hours. See, I am just concluding, and the primary effect is chronic fatigue. So, I talk about chronic fatigue, I talked about longer working hours. So, what is this I am doing is I am summarizing only the main points. I have to restate. Okay? And I'm not adding any new ideas, and therefore it is focused and relevant. You can even get a 8 band like this. See, such a simple one. But now the step 3 is also very important. You should, check your mistakes in grammar and vocabulary. You must devote some time for your grammar, for your vocabulary. Please see that you check it. Now, what is that you should check? Here, see, I already told you more busier, it should be busier. Then myriad, plethora, predicament, that is not required. Okay. Now, the solution here is that I have prepared a checklist for you now. Did I use the correct articles? You have to see that when you are checking. Okay. Keep at least 3 minutes for your checking. Are my tenses consistent? Okay. Did I avoid careless errors like subject verb agreement? There should be. This is a very common, error. So that should be there. Then it should be there to express meaning and not impress the examiner. And by templates, you try to do that. We examiners come to know. So don't memorize words unless you know them correctly. If you do not know them the use correctly, don't use, because you say, oh, I have used very good vocabulary, I'll get very good band. No, it's not like that. Now, how can you replace slumber with sleep? It is not there. It is not accurate. Okay. So if you want to ace your IELTS writing, then you can please follow these steps carefully. Check your work and you can transform your band 5 to band 8. If you want any paid assistance, you can please contact me. Again, if you want any topic that I should make video on, please do let me know in the comments. And I will be waiting. I always answer all comments. Thank you and all the best.